ever had it? The feeling where your insides are about to erupt like a volcano, or crash like a giant wave, or fizzle and hiss like a bolt of lightning, so you have to wriggle about, or else explode. I didn't tell anyone at school that it was my birthday. Afterwards, I cycled back to the Gables, which was the name of Claude and Sonia's house. I dumped my bike in the garage, hurried up to the front door, and let myself in. The Gables was painted grey on the outside, in a colour called cool pavement, and white on the inside, in a colour called Arctic fox. There was a notice just inside the front door which said, "Remove shoes and wash hands." Because the furniture was white, and so were all the rugs and carpets, and Sonia had one of her turns if she spotted a fingerprint or a footprint. I took off my shoes and put them in the shoe rack and raced upstairs before Claude or Sonia spotted me. My room, which was also painted white, was up in the attic, as far away as possible from Sonia and Claude's part of the house. It had a television for educational and instructive programs only, a laptop for homework only, a walk-in wardrobe full of horrible muesli-coloured cardigans and skirts with pleats and brown leather sandals, and a bathroom, which Sonia called the wet room. It had white towels and white quilted toilet paper. It used to have a mirror, only I took that down and hid it under my bed. Sonia made sure the neighbours knew all about the television, the laptop, the wet room and the walk-in wardrobe. "We've given her everything a child could want," I once overheard her saying on the phone to Mrs. Weebley next door. "Of course, we adopted her out of charity. Who else would take her on with that problem?" That problem was the burn mark on my face. Shrivelled and pink and ugly, it ran from my left eye down over my cheek to my chin. Ever since a boy shouted, "Scab face," in the street, I wouldn't look at myself. I asked Sonia and Claude how I got it. "An accident," muttered Sonia. "What sort of accident?" Sonia frowned. "A fire." My face got burnt?" Sonia's lips went all tight, the way they did when Claude told one of his jokes, and she picked at a dry patch of green paint on her overalls. "You're upsetting Sonia," said Claude, putting his arm round her shoulders and murmuring in her ear. "It's all right, Pootlikins." Sonia shrugged his arm away. "I'm not upset," she snapped. "I just don't see the point in raking up her background. And don't call me Pootlikins." "Quite right, precious poppet," said Claude. "Let sleeping dogs lie. Water under the bridge." "What background?" I said. "The subject is closed, Claudia," Sonia said. "I forbid you to speak of it again." "Least said, soonest mended," said Claude. And that was that. Or it was, until today. Chapter 2. The First Message. 4:30 until 5:30 was timetabled as outdoor activity, and it was my best thing. The 1 hour I looked forward to all day. The garden was long and thin and boring like Sonia. She'd made Claude build a posh shed halfway down it, where she painted enormous pictures of naked people with triangular faces and eyes in the wrong places. The shed had a sign above the door which said, "The Studio," and I was strictly forbidden to enter it. But if you walked past the studio and down the manicured lawn, at the very bottom you'd find a high brick wall with a gate in it, and if you pushed the gate open...